Hello friends, welcome back. So in today's tutorial, I will show you how you can transform this to this. So friends, if you are new to my channel, then please hit that subscribe button and get notifications for all our upcoming videos. So let's start. So open your favorite code editor. I am using VS Code and create the index.html file. Now if we have ML installed, then just write exclamation and click Ctrl tab. It will give you the HTML snippet. So let me just change the title. So let me type as hamburger menu. Okay, so now inside the body tag, let's create a header, and inside header I will create a div, class name as menu, and inside menu I will create another div with class name as bars. So I'm done with the HTML part. Now let's start the CSS. Before that, let me create a link and create the CSS file. So I'm going to name it style.css. So I will try to explain all the CSS properties as I am doing the code. So I request you all to code with me as I am doing and pause the video whenever needed. So for start, I will add a property of margin 0, and I will also add a padding 0. This will just remove all the margin and padding. After that, in the body, I will add a background, and I will add a darkish blue background that is 1421 3D. Let me save and let me just increase the size a bit. Okay, looking good. Now next step, I will code the classes. So first I will code the menu class. For that, dot menu. So I will start with position, and I will have position as absolute. Then let me have a top of 50% and a left of 50%. Then I will have a transform with translate as -50%, -50%. So with this piece of code, you can place any div or any element in the center of the parent object. So to show you what I'm trying to say, let me add a width of 80px and a height of 80px, and let me give a background. So for this example, I will give a background of orange color. So have a background of FCA311. So now if I save, you can see that the object is placed on center of the screen and the square object. Now to make it a round, I will use border radius of 50%. It will make everything circular because the height and width is same, so it will give a circular. If I use 50% border, this will be a button. So let me add the cursor as pointer. Okay, looks good. Now I need to create the bars. For that, let me add the dot bars. So for the bars, I will have a width of 45px and I will give a height of 5px. I will also give a background of white color, so FFF. I showed you earlier how to place an object in center of the parent object. So for that, just copy the code above and paste it in the bars block, and if I save now, I can see that it is in the center of the circle, so it's working fine. So next I will add a box shadow, and I will have a box shadow of 0, 2px, 5px, and I will give RGBA of 20, 33, 61, and I will give 0.7 opacity. Okay, now the last thing I will add here is a transition. So I will give a transition of 0.6 second ease in out. Okay, now for the top and the bottom bars, I will have pseudo elements of after and before. Let me just combine both of them and write the common code. So for that, I will have dot bars, and before I will give a comma, dot bars colon after. So this will create the common code for both of them. So starting with content, I will give a content of blank. Next I need to give a position of absolute. Now the width and height of the bar will be same as above. So let me just copy from the above code. Also the background will be same. So just paste over here. If I save, nothing will happen because they are currently overlapping each other. Let me also give the box shadow and transition. Okay, so the common code is complete. Now let me just create the code that will actually separate them. For that, let me add dot bars with before, and I will only give one line of code, that is top of minus 15 px. If I save, you can see there are two bars, and for the bottom one I will target dot bars after, and I will give a top value of 15 px. Let's save and reload the page, and the three bars are coming. So our menu button looks good. So now we need to think of a way that when a user interacts with this button, the menu bars get transformed into a cross. So for that we will need to write a function in JavaScript, the index.html file, and let me just add the onClick function. So in menu I will add the onClick function, and I will give it a name of onMenuClicked. And the next thing that we need to do is just before the end tag of the body, I will add the script file. So I will add the name as script.js, and let me just create that file. Okay, inside script I will add the function, so function onMenuClicked. So every time the user clicks on the button, it will come to this function, and in this function we will first of all get the menu class, and inside the menu class we will add another class to toggle that. So for that we will use a simple method, that is, let me just write that. So we will use document.getQuerySelector, and in query selector we will add the class of the menu. So if we open the index file, and you can see the name of the class is .menu, so I'm using the menu class over here. And for menu I will add class list. Now class list contains a function called toggle, and in toggle we will add the value of on. Now what it does, it will either add or remove the class on from the menu class. Let me open DevTools, and let me just expand it a bit. Now if you can see, the menu class is over there, and if I click on it, you can see the on class getting added over there, and if I again click it, the on class getting disappeared. This is the function of toggle does, it will either add or remove the on class from the menu. Now let me add some simple CSS to target the on class. So for that I will add .menu, .on, and .bars. This will target the bars. So I will first of all remove the center bar. For that let me add background, and I will give a transparent background. Let me write transparent. Okay. And I need to also remove the box shadow. For that let me write box shadow, and let me just copy the value and let me just paste it over here. Okay, now I need to change the opacity to 0. So this will remove the box shadow and the background color. Now if I click on it, you can see the center line is getting disappeared, and if I again click it, it is coming back. So now we need to write the CSS class so that every time we click it, the bars can transform into a cross. So for that again let me target .menu.on, and this time I will target the bars, and I will target the before. So in before we need to change the rotation of it. So for that let me write transform. So let's target the rotate property. So with rotate you can play it a bit, you can add any value for the degree. Let me write 90 degree and see what happens. You can see it came straight, and if I again click it, it becomes horizontal. If I just target the after class now, and let me play with that too, you just need to change the before to after, and if I just save now, you can see both of them coming straight. Okay, so let me just change the before value to 45 degree, and let me hit save. So when I click, the top part is coming properly, but I need to change the bottom. So for the bottom let me add 135 degree, and let me click again. So now you can see we are getting a pattern, but we need to change another property. So for that let me add the top value. So for top I will need to place 0 value. So if I do that, you can see the first bar is coming in the right place. So I will do the same with the bottom one for the after. So if I do top of 0, now you can see it's coming properly. So play with these values and give different values for degree and top. You can also use the left and right property and create your own pattern. And also ignore line 50, and you can also keep that horizontal bar so that you can create a triangle. So now we need to target this and place in the top right corner. as every menu comes over there. So in the menu block we need to change this. So instead of center, let me add 50 px, and I need to target the right property. So for that, let me remove the left and make it right, and let me write 50 px. So now you can see that it's coming in the right position. Maybe I need to change the top just a bit. 30 is fine. So you can see it's coming in the proper position of a menu. Clicking it, it's getting transformed. So friends, if you like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Please hit the like button and please give your comments so that I can have some feedback on how I can improve this channel. So thanks again for watching and have a good day.